Deftones, Good Morning Beautiful, Standard Tuning Method, Guitar Tabs, and Guitar Lesson. I'm going to play all the parts right at the beginning. After that, I'll go back through, give the full explanation for everything. Before we jump in, do me a big ol' favor, hit that subscribe button. It's the best way of letting me know that you like this video and want to see more Deftones stuff. And now, let's get on into it. Alright, so once again, this is a standard tuning interpretation of the song. Originally it's the self-titled album, so he's got his, funky G-sharp tuning. But we're adapting this just to make it, as simple and accessible to everybody to jump right into. And I think it actually works pretty well in a standard. And the initial intro section here, you got two different options that can work if it's easier for you. The initial chord, it's this 1, 2, 3, 4 strum of a F sharp suspended second. So if you're cool with doing the little stretch, and that's fine for you, that's how I like to do it. I do it this way, where we got the 2 on the E, the 4 on the A, and then I come over and hit the 6 on the D with the pinky. And like I said, it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4 strum. If that's too much of a stretch for you, there's an alternate way you can do it. Basically, you just do this form, kind of like almost like you're making a G chord or something. But we got the 2 on the E there, and then we're gonna want to deaden the A and the D string. So we'll deaden the A by just kind of having our fretted 2 middle finger there, just kind of lightly touching it. And then we want the 1 on the G, and that'll just kind of barely touch the D above it. So that'll take care of deadening the D string. And then under that, we just do ring finger on the 2nd fret of the B, and we can just leave the E out of it. So that's an alternate method of doing it. Takes a little bit of technique to do that as well, just kind of a different technique. So whichever one you're comfortable with, you can try either one. Alright, up to you. So whenever you see the F sharp sus2 going forward here, you can switch out whichever one you prefer there. And the verse section here starts with basically an E flat power chord, and then we can throw the extra B flat low octave on top of it just to make it sound bigger. We have the 6 on the A, and then 8 on the D and G under it, because we got our E flat there. And that sounds fine, but if we want to make it a little bigger just to compensate for the lack of drop tuning, like I said, just add that extra B flat above it, so 6 on the E. Just makes it sound a little bigger, a little nicer. And just kind of a shuffling strum through a measure here. Something like that. And the next chord, we basically keep everything where it is, but we just make that 6 on the low E, make it a 7. So now we just come up with this interesting voicing of like a B major 7, right? So, and same type of deal there, same strum. And then we just end up back on our F sharp suspended second. Or of course, whichever one you feel more comfortable to get to fastest. It's up to you. And just carry that one through 2 measures to finish the verse. For the chorus, come off to a big voiced A power chord. So just the normal open A here, the open A string, 2 on the D, 2 on the G. But go ahead and throw in the low E with it for a bigger vibe there. And it's just kind of a 1, 2, 3, a little hesitation, and then just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, and then we just go to the second chord of it, a D flat sus2 with a A flat bass note. So we're kind of making just the power chord shape here at the 4 on the A, add the 6 on the D and G, and then we can throw in the 4 on the B under it. And then, of course, add the low bass note with it for the bigness. And that's just 4 on the E. And with this, it's just kind of like a 1, 2. And then just repeat. Alright, and just cruise through that 4 times, and then we finish it with the intro, the 1, 2, 3, 4 on the F sharp sus2. For the bridge section, kind of easy. We just come off to some like major shape chords here, and it'll be a E major to start with. So we just drop down, make a regular E major chord here, and we want 2 measures of this, and it's more of just like a 8th note strum, just down strum. Right. And then we just bump up to a G sharp major. And with this, maybe only really worry about like going like the B string with it. So just barring the 4, do the 6 on the A and D with the 5 G, and you can throw in that 4 on the B with it. Same type of deal here, just 8th note strum, a couple of measures. And just go back and forth between the E to G sharp a handful of times, and to finish the bridge we just drop down to an F sharp or G flat, just hit the 2 on the E, 4 on the A and D, and the 3 on the G, and you want about 4 measures of this. It just builds up into the final chorus and all that.